Every living creature arrives with the beginning calibration. Every creature through the history of time. Millions of years of life have shaped nervous systems that recognize hunger, fear, curiosity, attraction, pain, connection, and safety. Those aren't mistakes. Those are the starting settings that allowed life to survive and move forward. Humans are no different, but humans have something unique. We become aware that we are aware. That changes everything. Unlike every other creature, we don't simply experience life, we interpret it. We build stories about it. We absorb ideas from the people around us. We inherit beliefs we never chose. Our original calibration becomes layered over. And most of that happened before we ever knew it was happening. Think about a newborn child. They don't know politics. They don't know religion. They don't know race. They don't know success or failure. They simply arrive with the capacity to become human. Then the calibration begins. Every experience reaches over and turns another dial, and it moves you. It changes you. You don't know how. You didn't choose it. You didn't know why. It is changing you. Some adjustments are wonderful. Some are necessary. Some are completely accidental. Some are simply generations passing along calibrations. They never question themselves. Nobody wakes up at 6 years old deciding, I think I'll become anxious. Nobody chooses insecurity. Nobody chooses prejudice. Nobody chooses shame. Most of it happens before we ever realize someone else has been adjusting the instrument. That isn't blame. It is simply human development works. Are you listening? You who are a product of everything that happened to you so far, calibration. Then something remarkable happens. Consciousness matures. At some point, you become capable of asking one simple question. What does it feel like to be me right now? Do you ever ask yourself that question? That question changes everything, not because the answer fixes your life, because it hands you the controls. Yeah, baby. I want the controls. For the first time, you become the person responsible for your own calibration. This is where many people stop. They simply assume that whatever they feel must be true. But calibration isn't about accepting every feeling. Calibration is about measuring. It asks, why am I reacting this way? Is it helping? Is it accurate? Is it moving me toward the life I actually want? Those are calibration questions. We live in a world where people skip this step. They take what they were calibrated to be and go out and move everything around them in a direction without understanding they have the opportunity to be better at it. Calibration means becoming willing to question every setting, not because everything is wrong, but because everything deserves inspection. Precision isn't criticism. Precision is respect. If you wanted to become a great musician, you would tune your instrument. If you wanted to become a great athlete, you would adjust your technique. Why wouldn't we do the same thing with the instrument we experience life through? Pause, show up, be present, understand. Moving forward is using whatever calibration you have access to be good at it. If you were calibrated wrong, which most people are, that's not your destiny. Take your destiny back. Understand that you have the ability and the opportunity to move. Calibration and sorting are not the same thing. I think people confuse them all the time. Calibration is adjusting the instrument. Sorting is deciding what belongs. Those are different jobs. Once your calibration becomes more accurate, sorting becomes much easier. You'll notice that resentment diminishes your experience. Compassion expands it. You notice that curiosity opens possibilities. Certainty often closes them. You notice that generosity strengthens relationships. Greed weakens them. The calibration allows you to measure. The sorting decides what stays. Calibration, sorting, two different things. Start with calibration. Here's the beautiful part. Calibration is never finished. Life changes, you change. Your understanding deepens. New experiences reveal new adjustments. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is precision. To become increasingly accurate about what actually improves the experience of being alive. Imagine millions of people asking every day, how does it feel to be me right now? Not looking for excuses, not looking for someone to blame. Simply checking the instrument, making small adjustments, removing distortion, strengthening clarity. That's how individuals change. That's how families change. That's how communities change. And eventually, that's how cultures change. Everything starts with one person become willing to take hold of the controls. You and intentionally calibrate the instrument they were given. Because once you can measure accurately, you can now begin moving forward with purpose. And that's where a better life begins. Calibration. Put your hands on the controls. Be intentional about how you want to understand the moment that you're in.